Hello, everybody. I am still feeling fairly nervous about this because this is my first Wednesday doing this view and doing both being able to be in front of you and doing the overhead view. And I will be honest with you, it's the first time that I completely set it up by myself. So I'm just really hopeful that my memory served me well and that I was able to do this completely on my own. So fingers crossed that I'm on it and that I did it okay tonight. I always ask you when we first start to just let me know that you see me. And then that just makes me feel a lot more confident. And it is always really difficult talking to the screen, knowing you're out there. But I get a little bit more nervous that with this whole thing. So I feel like I did it right. I did it all by myself. Are you guys there? Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Mom. Hi, Carrie, Heather. Hi, Scott. Oh, hi, Marianne. Hi. So I'm really excited about this. And I know those of you that were with me on Sunday when we finally figured this out, you know how excited I was. I was super excited. So I was really, really excited tonight because this is the first time that I'm going to use it with you girls tonight on a card night. So yes, the tree is back. Can you see that there? Yes, I am. The tree never left. Let's be honest. The tree never actually left. I love it. It stayed in my room right from July when we did Christmas in July. So, yes, it never left. Hi everyone. Hi. So yeah, I'm just kind of figuring out my setup. You know, I did it on Sunday and that was all great, but I'm just tweaking a few things. I've kind of just changed the setup of my space. Nothing that you can see, but just make it a little bit more comfortable for me. Oh, I'm coming in and out of focus, Lindsay. Okay, not that I hope that's on your end, but I hope it's on your end and not my end. So hopefully I'm doing everything right on my end for you girls. Hi Carol. Hi, Chris. Hey, Kim, Denise, Linda. Hi, everybody. So I've got Christmas, as promised, I've got Christmas cards for you tonight. And I think I'm probably going to end up sticking with Christmas right through until Christmas. I think it's going to change up a little bit. I'm going to do some cards. I'm going to do some gift things, some tags, just kind of whatever I'm feeling that week. So it'll just be probably mostly Christmas themed, but lots of cards. I want to get lots of cards done, but maybe some gift packaging and things as well. So hi. Oh, hi everyone. Okay, perfect. Great on your end. Okay, so I had said if you would watch my social media today, I gave a few little sneak peeks and I was using our vintage North Pole creative kit. So, totally on your end, Lindsay. Okay, snowy weather. You know what? I know it's so snowy in Alberta right now. I'm glad you're home safe and warm. But yeah, I know you guys are having lots of snow. So good. Yes. Ho, 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 Marianne, for sure. I'm going to jump us right back into Christmas. So like I said, I'm using my creative kit, the Vintage North Pole. So I do still have a handful of them left in the store. Not very many, but I do still have a handful of them. And I do have that here for you tonight. So this is the kit. So if you're looking for it, this is what it looks like on the website. That's it right there. So it's got lots of pattern paper, some cardstock, these puffy thickers, and a great ephemera pack. And then it has 3 rolls of washi tape. So I'm actually using all of these pieces tonight. The only thing I'm actually not using on the cards I'm doing tonight are stickers from this, the big puffy sticker pack, the thicker pack, but I could. There's lots of little small pieces in there that I could easily put on cards. I'm just choosing to not use them tonight. So that's the kit. It is on the website. The other 2 things, if you're wanting those patterns of paper in a small pad, the 6x8 pad is also on the website. I think there's only 2 of these left, maybe 3. And that just gives you all the patterns, but they've shrunk the size down. So that is on the website. And then the sticker book. I still have, I think, same thing, 2 or 3 of these. And these sticker books are so freaking cute. They've got 12 sticker sheets, 627 stickers. So it's actually got the little vintage stickers. So if you were like a sticker collector, which I totally was a sticker collector. I am so sad. I wish that those would have been kept from my childhood, because do you remember like all the scratch and sniff and the puffy ones and the glitter stickers? Anyway, these are vintagey. Like they are reminiscent of that, but they're all flat stickers. And then you get some alphas and some words, lots of little words in here, some numbers, and then lots of shapes too. So those are on the website as well if you like what I'm working with tonight. And so we always talk about scrapbooking your cards, right? Like that's my whole thing, is I want to use all of these things that we're doing on our layouts and our little mini albums and any projects you're working on. I want to be able to take that product that we have left over from those layouts and just put them right into cards. So I am actually using the cardstock, the pattern paper, stickers, and the ephemera pack tonight on these cards. So and then I've also added some twine and a doily to one too. So I'm going to switch the view over. Rural internet. Yeah, I hear ya, Lindsay. I know where you are exactly. And I know that the internet can be so spotty out there. Scott's mom, my mother-in-law, I don't think she's on here tonight. But yeah, they struggle too. I get it for sure. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and switch the view. I know that there is a little bit of a delay, so I know it just takes a couple seconds to switch over with this app. But I think that you may be seeing the cards shortly. So I've got those there for you. And then we're going to start working on those. So I am watching it there. I know that it's switched over now. Okay, perfect. So these are the cards. It's actually looking a little bit bright. So I'm just going to turn this light down. I wanted to make sure that you could see them really well, but I am going to turn this light down because it does feel a little bright. I think that probably looks a little bit better. Not too dark, but just a little bit brighter. Or not quite as bright as it was. There. Okay, good. So that you can see those. So, yeah, I don't know. It still seems a little bright for me, but let me just move this over a quick second. Sometimes I can't tell, obviously, until we actually turn it on to the screen. Still looks a little yellow, but anyway, at least you can see them. So these are cards that I did for you tonight. So you'll see on this one, I've got like a little doily under there. So I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to create both of these cards similarly, same kind of base, but obviously with different pieces. And I'm going to show you where I put the doily. And then I also made one of our little frames like we had done before as well. So this we had made before. But the thing that I wanted to show you tonight that was a little bit different, do you see this background? Do you see how that looks kind of like the shiplap? Do you see the dents in here? Like you can see all the recessed lines. I just feel like I don't know that you can see that with that light, you guys. I'm just going to move that light just one more time because that's kind of, I really want you to make sure that you're seeing that. I'm going to move this over and see if that helps. Let's see. I think that might make it a little bit easier for you. I'm just waiting for the screen to catch up so we can see. But I want you to really see this right here. So you can see these little score lines that I've put in here. And I know the thing about these is that this way it looks, you know how it looks like a little bit like wood? So it looks like the shiplap there. Can you see that, girls? I think you can. So I've got all of these lines that I've put in the cardstock so that it looks like the wood behind. So you can get embossing folders that do that. I did it on two different types of cardstock. I did it on a texture and a smooth, and I'm going to do it again tonight and show you as well. But that just gives a little bit of a texture on your cardstock. Rather than just sticking a piece of cardstock on the base, you can do this, and then you don't have to have the templates or anything. You can just do this with your bone folder and a scoring blade. So I'm going to show you how I did both of those. I'm just going to set those up to the side here. And then I'm going to grab some tools. And I've already done a little bit of pre-cutting, so I'm going to do the scoring with you. Everybody's got lots of scoring tools. I've got two. This one is one of my favorites. This is the Score Pal. This has been around for forever. But I like it that it comes with the scoring tool in it. And I also have a Martha Stewart one that's really, really cute too. Works really, really well. So I'm going to start... I think I'm going to start with this one here with the doily. So I kind of had all my pieces that I wanted to use together here. There you go. You can't see the lines. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm going to hold it up again in a minute for you, Marianne, for sure. But I'm going to show you how I did them. Oh, hi, Carolyn. How are you? So this is the one that I'm going to do with the doily. So it's going to be similar to this one. I'm just going to set this off to the side. So I've just got a craft cardstock base. So girls, if you're looking for the sizes of these, this is just a regular A2 card. So you're 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I did this one as a tent style card. Okay, I did the craft because I'm going to put the white on it. So this is just my textured white cardstock. And this one, I'm just going to go ahead and put it in, and I'm going to score it every 1/2 inch. So you're going to see that you're going to have a little bit of a space at the bottom that is only 1/4 inch, and that's just because of the size that I made this card. You can adjust for whatever size you're working with. Hey, Diane, no worries, we just started. Okay, so this piece of paper here, I've made that I want it to have the border of the card around it. So this one is 4 by 5 1/4. You're going to see it a little bit different on the textured cardstock. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm just going to come in and I'm going to score at every 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to hang on to it. I'm just going to run my scoring blade in there. I want this to be pretty recessed, so I am pushing quite hard. It's a fine line, right? You don't want to push too hard where you're going to actually cut your cardstock, but I do still want to be able to see it. So this one here, oh, I missed that one. So I'm going to go 1/2 inch on all the way down to the bottom. Okay. The nice thing about using a score tool rather than using your trimmer is that you can just keep moving, right? They've got the all of the indents for you just to put your score tool in. Whereas when you use your trimmer, you do have to keep moving it. They both work. It doesn't even matter, but this is just a nice treat if you know you're going to be doing lots of scoring. So I've just gone every 1/2 inch, and I'm just kind of going back over. So you can see that. I know you can see that on there. Can you see all those indents in there? And then what I did, just because I want to be able to make sure that I see it on my card, I just came through and I just took my hands like this and I just rolled. And I just made like a quick roll with it, just so that I've got really making sure I'm going to see those. And they are going to flatten out when I put that on the card. You see that? And then it looks a little like the shiplap, like the wood. Okay? And then that's going to look really great on top of this card here. Oh, this clearly had something on this. It's okay. I'm going to cover it up. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and adhere that to the card. So I'm going to use glue on this. I don't necessarily need to use my double-sided tape. I really want to make sure it sticks. And same thing too when you're doing anything where you're adding a little texture. This one you've changed the shape of the cardstock. If you use a nice good strong glue, it'll adhere onto your card really nicely. So I'm going to come in here. I know that I've cut it where I've got this nice little base around where I can see the base of my card. And that's on there. So see? And you can just see, yeah, just a little bit of texture, Carrie, you betcha. Yeah, so you see them, Marianne. Now you can see them once I've done them. So then there you can see that I've got all that texture in there. So it just looks a little bit like the shiplap. Then I can go ahead. I'm just going to put this back underneath just so that I have like a flat surface to work on. And then I'm going to add this doily. So these are, honestly, you can get these doilies anywhere. I've got some fancy gold ones. I've got these white ones, and it's just a little bit lacy. You can see how it's a little lacy underneath. So I'm going to go ahead and just adhere this. I'm going to put just a little bit of glue in the center, and I'm going to stick that down in the center. And I did reduce the size of this journal card. So this one was actually a pre-printed card that was right out of the pattern paper that comes in the collection. So it was actually a 3x4. This one is a 3x4. I left it that size. What I liked about this one was it had a doily pre-printed in, so that it looks like there was a lot more layering on this piece, and then adding the doily in behind. And this one I just really love, same thing. It just adds a little bit, and it's a little bit more reminiscent of the time too, the doily with the time of the old vintage Santa. And then I'm gonna adhere him with some 3D foam. So I'm gonna stick this guy down. But I do want to put some twine under the bottom. So I'm actually only going to put these two on to start, because I want to wrap some twine around the bottom. So I'm going to get this guy where I want him, and I'm going to put him just a little bit more in the bottom portion of this. I'm actually going to move these off. And then I'm just going to grab some of my, this is my favorite twine. And you know, girls, you can get this, you can buy this through scrapbook companies, obviously. But this one is, I'll tell you my favorite thing to do. It's a little bit of a little trick. Go to any kitchen store, kitchen supply store. This I actually buy through Crate and Barrel. And they sell it in these big spools. I've used this for the last 2 Christmases and I use it a ton. And it's just like just to wrap like your Christmas baking packages. So if it's something that you think you're going to use a lot of, that's a really great way to grab it. It only comes in that color. It's not, you don't get all your fun colors like you do with a scrapbook supplier, but if you like the red baker's twine, you can just get it through kitchen companies. Lots of them carry it. So I just, like I said, I left that adhesive out from the bottom and I'm just wrapping around the bottom. I think I did it 3 or 4 times. And then I'm going to come in. I'll tie a little bow. And then I'll straighten it out once I got my little knot done here. I wasn't feeling like my fingers were working very well today. So the fact that I'm actually getting this bow done and not making a total mess of it, I call that a success. So put that on a little angle. I'm going to just trim the ends off of this one here. And then I can go ahead and put my adhesive under these bottom corners here. Just going to stick these little couple 3D foams under. There. There. And I was thinking I was going to add this little ho-ho-ho on here too, because I think that's really cute right in there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on that. And I'm going to tuck that in behind. And then that looks really cute with the little ho-ho-ho banner that's pre-printed. And then this way I can just move my twine a little bit. And I always like to open it up on the sides a bit. And just move these. It's kind of like crisscrossed in here. Looks really cute. And then I just want to make sure I'm going to put a little bit more adhesive under the top there because your 3D foam doesn't necessarily go right through those doilies. And there, just like that. Cute, hey? So that you can see where I've got that little wood look texture, and then adding my doily underneath, and then just a couple of pieces right from the scrapbook kit. Okay, super cute and easy. Like that didn't, what did that take us? 5 minutes, 6 minutes? No big deal. So those ones are those ones. Now I want to show you again. I know we did, I'm going to set this guy aside for a sec. I know that we did this little window before, but or the little frame, I really, really like it and it's super easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again here today with you. So for those of you that may have missed it, you can learn how I did that as well. So again, this comes back to knowing your trimmer, okay? So this one here, I started with a 3x4 piece of pattern paper. This is just a little scrap from the collection, okay? And I've put it in my trimmer and I'm putting the right side edge out to the number 1, okay? You guys can see that? So I got it out to the number 1. This blade has got little notches. All blades, you should be able to, they should all be notched where you can see where your blade actually cuts. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up and I'm going to move those little notches to the quarter line. So you can see, so I've moved up, I've got number 1, right? So I'm in 1 inch, which is going to give me this wide spot at the bottom of my little window, my little frame. Oh, thanks, Heather. So up a quarter, and then I'm going to go up to the 2 3/4. So I know that that's in a 1/4 of an inch from the bottom, and then I'm down a 1/4 of an inch from the top. So basically side to side, right? Once I move it. So I've got that first line cut. Then I'm going to open it, twist it, but I'm only going to put this left edge in a 1/4 of an inch. I want to go up to the 1, And that's where I'm going to start, and then I'm going to push down and recess my blade. Make sure you're really holding on to your pattern paper when you're doing this. And then I know that this is 3.5, so I only want to go up to the 3.25, right? That's just going to give me that 1/4 of an inch drop at the top. Same thing. I'm going to go ahead and twist again. Then I'll come back in, just that 1/4 of an inch from the top, lift up, go to the 1/4. Then I'm going to go to the 2 3/4. So you can see that right there. I'm going to lift it up, and twist again, go to the 1/4 inch again, in 1/4. And then this one, I'm just going down to meet the line, and your line should be at the 2.5. Okay? And if it worked, look, just pops right out there. Nice and easy. Easy for you. Marianne, a really easy way for you to do that is just measure, give yourself a template. Okay, so this size here, if you go ahead, I'm just gonna actually grab my smaller ruler. If you go ahead, this is a 2.5 by 2.25. Okay, or anything. You can make whatever size you want for this. Okay, 2.5 by 2.25. All you have to do with this is cut yourself a template, put it on your size, your 3 by 3.5 inch piece of pattern paper, or whatever size card you're making, whatever you can adjust the sizes. Trace it on the back, just like we've done some of our other tracing projects. Trace it on the back, and then use your finger knife. So just your craft knife, right? You just can use your ruler and your craft knife, and you can cut this out super easy. You're never going to be able to do it with a guillotine trimmer, never. But you can absolutely do this with just your craft knife and a ruler. Okay, so just make yourself a template, trace it on the back, always go on the back so that you're not messing up the front of your pattern paper. And then you can just go ahead and use your craft knife and your ruler. So you can still do these too. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, so there we go. Hang on to this. You're going to use that for something else. So I'm just going to toss that to the side. And then this one, I know we always talk about my my need to pull out a different trimmer, but I actually really like this trimmer, and they don't make the blades for it anymore. So this blade needs to be changed. I actually just need to retire this trimmer. I've got, I think, 3 or 4 others, but I like this, so I'm just going to take my little piece of sanding paper off of my sanding block, and I'm just going to get those few little bits from the inside, and then that is done and ready to go on my card. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside for 2 seconds. I'm going to bring my scoring board back in. I'll take this off, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to make my shiplap, my wood board on the back. Okay, I'm just going to move this aside here. So this one I'm doing on smooth cardstock. So believe it or not, cardstock still does have, whether it's smooth or not, it still has a front and a back, depending on how you've cut it. So once you've cut it, you can see that there is a definite back. It's just where your blade cuts. So I want to make sure that I'm always scoring on the back. Of course, it's easy to see on a piece of textured cardstock, but always score on the back, because we just want to make sure that those lines are coming up from behind, right? We don't want them recessed. I mean, or unless you want them recessed, you definitely could. But I want them to push up from behind. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to score again every 1/2 inch. And I'm pushing down quite hard. Don't want to cut my paper, but I for sure want to make sure that I see these lines come through. Put that back up there. And same thing, I'm just going to roll the paper just so I get those lines defined. Okay, and then I can flatten it out. Move this guy off to the side here. And then I'm going to pull it out. Same thing, same size card. I did the same thing as a tent card on this one as well. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's just A2 base. See that, girls? I feel like, I will say my daughter just called, so I'm going to actually ask my husband to make sure he lets her know right away to not call back, because I just declined her call because I'm actually filming on this camera. So my kids usually know when I'm teaching, but so sorry if there was a little delay in the screen there, ladies. Here we go. So I got glue on there. And then look, How fun is that? Can you see that? So it makes that really nice recess. So yeah, you definitely could do it the other way if you wanted. If you wanted the recessing, if you wanted your score lines kind of on the other side, you definitely could. Perfect. Oh, that's nice of you, Carolyn. Sharing, good for you. But honestly, like I said, you definitely can do it with a score blade and a ruler. But super easy. So there's our base for that. So this is the card that we're going to make. And then I am going to go ahead, and I did raise this up with 3D foam. So I'm going to go ahead and put some 3D foam on there. I'm going to put a couple of bigger ones on the bottom here. I don't know about you girls. My favorite 3D foam are these little circles. I sell them in the circles and the squares. These are the American Crafts 3D foam. They are my favorite. I'm going to do something else here actually. I just wanted to grab, I'll use these scissors. I do find sometimes, and these are the tiny ones too, but I do find sometimes I need something a little more narrow, so don't be afraid to cut them in half. Like I said, my fingers have been betraying me a little bit today, but that wasn't too bad. Let's go ahead and just take these guys off. I know it looks like I'm flicking these off. I do have garbage cans right underneath me. I don't always make it though. I do a lot of vacuuming in here, that's for sure. The only thing when you cut them is they're a little trickier to get the tops off. But I do want to make sure that I have this one raised up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this one on here. I am going to sit it a little more towards the top on here. And then this is just another one of the die cuts from the collection, which these are so beautiful, and they've really kind of done the work for you, especially, you can use these obviously on your layouts for sure, but the ephemera packs that you get in the collections, ladies, there's so many pieces in them, and this is a really nice way to use some of them. You're not going to use all of these on your layouts anyway, or maybe you are in your mini books, but I'll put a little 3D foam under there, hold that part up. I think I might put one more up at the top. And I'm just going to pull out my sticker sheet because I know I have some stickers on there that I want to use. And I know I also want to use this little heart on here. So I'm just going to grab my sticker sheet. But look at all of these. Like, look at all the ephemera you get. This is that's the back of the package. But you get all of these pieces. They're amazing. So lots of these, obviously, use them on your layouts, but you can use tons of these on your cards. Like, look at these little faux stamps. Super cute. I'm not going to use those on there, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put this Jolly sticker on the bottom of my card. And let's be honest, girls, you're not going to give these cards to somebody that's not going to appreciate the fact that you used all of your favorite scrapbooking supplies on these cards, right? These are definitely the special cards that you give out to the people that you really, 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 really love. I always make sure. I actually had to give a thank you card out the other day, but it was to a man, and it was one of the contractors that we're dealing with on our deck project. And I just knew he was not going to appreciate my card. So I always have a little stack of just like pre-printed thank you cards. And I gave him one of those. And it was hard for a minute because I'm like, oh, I make these beautiful cards. Like, I really want to use them. But I knew it wasn't going to be appreciated. So I didn't give it to him. But these cards, these are the ones you give to the people that you know are going to love them. So see, super cute, right? A little bit of dimension on there. And just, just a handful of pieces, a little scrap of paper that you made your pretty little frame, and a little bit of cardstock. And what was this? 1, 2, 3. So 2 pieces of ephemera and a little sticker. This one, same thing. This is all pre-printed, layered. 2 pieces of ephemera and a sticker as well. And then these ones. And I actually think I might stick a sticker on this one too, because I really liked some of these. I might even just put, how about this one? This Merry Christmas one I think is really cute. I think I'm just going to stick that one right up there. Oh, thank you. Well, I know you love my cards, Mom, but you have to. You're my mom. Well, I mean, I guess you don't have to, but it would be kind of sad if you didn't. Totally misplaced that. There. But that's why you get them, because you like them. So I keep giving them to you, and I know that you'll love them. So see there, look at that. Just like that. Super easy, right? So just with your scrapbook supplies. Use them after your layout. Can you see all of those? I think I have all those in the screen there for you. But look at how fun that is when you see that, and you really do notice that the wood piece that you made, the faux wood piece that you made at the back. So just a handful of supplies that you already have, and then you've got some beautiful Christmas cards. Super easy, right? I am like wearing a sweatshirt, and it is really warm in here. It was really actually so warm outside today. I'm gonna switch these screens here. It was really warm outside today. It was hot, and but then I got a little chilly. Scott was cleaning the garage all day today, and then I put this sweatshirt on, but now I'm like, oh, it's a little bit warm in here. But yes, you can give those away, Carolyn. You bet you can. You for sure can. Hi, back again. Yeah, you totally can give them. So fun. Hey, so super quick and easy. Not hard at all. The vintage collection is awesome, Marianne. Absolutely. Like I said, I think I still have a couple of those in the shop. So if that's something that you're looking for, definitely grab them. They won't last up until Christmas for sure. So I definitely would grab one of those if you think that that's something that you'd like. And again, too, if you're a card maker, these creative kits, they come with so much product. You get anywhere from 6 to 10 layouts in them, just depending on how you're making your layout. But if you're a card maker, wow, like talk about value for money. You're getting a lot of product. You're getting a lot of cards out of those kits for sure. No, the deck party is not happening until next year for sure. We've got a few things that we want to finish. Well, and we still need the railings. We haven't done the railings yet. Scott and I wanted to really kind of think hard about what we want to do. We definitely want some glass, but we're not sure if we're going to do all glass, or we're not totally certain yet. So we're trying to decide. We do have to get the railings up. We're thankful, obviously, we don't have small children, so not having railings isn't too bad yet, but if we wanted to have too many drinks out there, we would definitely just stay in the middle of the deck for sure. But yeah, we've got a few things. And then the landscaping. We want to get some of the landscaping done, because right now with all of the construction out there, it's a bit of a mud pit still. So we want to make sure we get that grass all grown and all the things. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, super easy, just something fun. You can do it with your leftover bits. You can do it with beginning bits. You can start from scratch. You can do whatever you like with those. For those of you that weren't with me on Sunday, I did open a new class. So I have a new online class. It is November 22nd, and it's called 2+2+2. And it is 2 double layouts, 2 single layouts, and 2 cards. So that is online. You can register. That is going to be live in a Zoom classroom. So for those of you that haven't taken a class with me before, it's super fun, super easy. You get an instruction booklet sent out to you by email 2 weeks before. So all paid registrants will get the instruction booklet telling you how to put your kits together and how to prepare for the workshop. And then the Friday before, so it's Sunday, the 22nd is a Sunday, we're going to go from 10 until roughly 2-ish. I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take us to do these, but 10 till at least 1, so at least a 3-hour class. And the Friday before, so a couple days before, you're going to get an email with a link to the Zoom classroom. And then on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, you'll just click that link, and then I'll be able to see you, which I love. I love that about the Zoom classrooms when we do the classes like that we can be together. And I can see you and you can see me, and we have a really fun time. We do some prizes and we chit chat, and I get a chance to see inside your craft spaces, which I always really love. So that's November 22nd. It's live on the website right now. Again, it's called 2+2+2. It's under workshops, and you can register right online through the website, and then I email you about 2 weeks before. to give you some more information. So if you or your girlfriends, you want to do that, that's an amazing way to sit down with a whole bunch of scrapbookers and get a whole bunch of layouts done and a couple of cards as well. So that is on the website along with all the kits. There's some really fun things out there on the website for you guys to have a look at. And I will be back again on Sunday morning. So Friday morning, you'll get a new sketch. And then Sunday, we'll be back together and we'll be doing this view again. We're going to do this for forever now. Now that I have this all figured out and worked out, this is it. You're going to be able to see me. We're going to get to chat, which I really love. So I feel like we're actually having conversation when I'm sitting here like this in front of you, which I love. And then also you can see the projects up close. So I'll post these on the website tomorrow morning so that you can have an up close view if you want to come on back, or you can always watch this on playback as well if you're looking to make them at another time. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you joining me, and I will see some of you on Sunday, and then I'll see all of you back hopefully next Wednesday. So enjoy the rest of your night. Okay, bye.